Today's video was sponsored by Pop Culture Zone Pressing Services. If you need your comic books pressed, I personally vouch for Pop Culture Zone as being one of the best professional companies in the game, offering hands down the lowest prices out there. Services start at only $9.99, and every order placed will receive free fast track turnaround times. Even though I press comics for my personal collection, whenever I need a professional press for my key comics, I send them off to Pop Culture Zone, and every single book that I've received back, every single one, has had results that have exceeded my expectations, and I am sure that they will exceed your expectations as well. Make sure you go check the link in the description below to head over to their website, popculturezone.com, for complete details on services and how to begin your order. What is going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. Today's video is going to be focused about some emails that I received from Whatnot asking me to be a part of their Whatnot influencer stream team. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video, for one, is to be completely transparent. Is an individual that has a platform on YouTube, is an individual that also sells on Whatnot, and as many of you know, is an individual who has been kind of in the middle of a lot of this recent controversy. For those that watch my channel, you know that I do my best to build bridges and to find common ground and not lean to some extreme of some controversial issues that go on, and the rhetoric that we tend to quite often hear, especially as of late, in terms of how we feel about this community, or quote unquote influencers, YouTubers, sellers, certain platforms like Whatnot, etc. So I think right now there's a lot of bad taste in people's mouths about the way that I have decided to approach these issues. I get a lot of people stating that I am a pacifist, or I make excuses. I'm an apologist for anybody that might be selling on Whatnot, or that might have a big YouTube channel, or that is doing things unethically. That's completely wrong, because I'm always transparent about how I believe everyone needs to be held accountable when it comes to ethics and morals, especially if you have that great power and that great responsibility, being either a seller or a content creator on YouTube. So today, I'm going to show you all my back and forth with Whatnot. Not to sit here and make a video that's completely anti-Whatnot, or to be pro-Whatnot, or to allow anybody to pick up pitchforks on some one-sided extreme ideology. No, I want you guys to see the communication, to understand why I did what I did in this scenario, and to be able to sit back and think for yourselves about what you all think of the situation. And when you're done watching this video, I absolutely want to hear what you all have to say about what Whatnot is doing and how I handled it. I want your guys' honest opinions in the comments, all right? So we're going to pull up on screen this back and forth with these emails. But before I do, I'm just going to give you all the rundown. Whatnot reached out to me asking me to be a part of what they are calling a stream team. Now, there's a few other YouTubers that have talked about this recently. I know Swaggle recently did a video and he talked about this. He received the same email. So it is to my understanding that Whatnot is reaching out to YouTube content creators that probably have a certain amount of subscriber and a large enough following that they feel that this would be beneficial for them to reach out to and be a part of this stream team. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull up the emails, and I'm going to break it down as I'm reading it to you guys, and I'm going to let you know what was going through my mind when I was reading these emails, all right? So here we go. This is the first email that I received a couple weeks ago now, and it's from, I want you all to focus on this, influencer@whatnot.com. It took me back to see that Whatnot is using the term influencer. And I know that influencer has become such a dirty word in this hobby, which I don't think it necessarily should be. I think it's completely been taken out of context. But that definitely kind of threw me off here, but let's read what they said. Hey, Chris, we'd love to get you set up on the Whatnot Stream Team so that you could start creating content and earning cash. To get set up, we'll just need a screenshot of your Whatnot, etc., so that we can provide you your custom super link. If you don't have a Whatnot account, you can do this, that, and this, which I do. You'll receive $25 cash per new buyer that uses your super link. For more information regarding our program, you can check out this link right here. Any additional questions, let us know, the Whatnot team. Now, this right here, when I read this, and again, actually, before I go into that, we're going to pull this up on screen. It's just basically saying you apply with an application, which I did. I actually filled out an application, enroll. If you're accepted in the program, you do an onboarding email thing, promote, obviously, just like I do. Like, I have a link in my description of this video, of every video that I do, that says sign up for Whatnot with this link and you get $10 off your first purchase. So as a seller, we already get that perk, that $10 perk. So while you guys can use that link that I already use as a seller and get $10 off your first purchase, I get $10 in Whatnot credit. It's not cash, but I do get a perk as well. So it's beneficial to both parties involved. For this one, the buyer would get $15. So it's a little better of a perk, but I would get $25 cash. So a lot more incentive goes to me as the seller, right? Let's go back to the email here. Now, I replied. So I looked at this, and again, at this point, I did not even fill out the application. I got this email. I clicked on the link. I was reading that. This is what I stated to them. I said, hello, I would like to request some more details about what this stream team actually means. Are there any NDAs, non-disclosure agreements involved? As a seller, I already have a custom link for people to sign up where I receive a $10 credit. What actually changes with my account to receive this stream team $25 credit? As it seems to be the same perks, just a higher dollar amount. Am I promoted differently by the app? Do app users see my account with any specific stream team label? Like, am I getting a blue check mark, like Instagram or Twitter, something like that? Are the algorithms going to push me and push my shows in a different way to where anytime somebody logs in and goes to comic books, am I going to be like featured in the stream team sellers list, or et cetera, et cetera? This is what I'm wanting to know. They responded back saying, hello, there isn't any fine print of NDAs involved. They responded back again, stating apologies, hit send before I could finish. We created the stream team as a place for Whatnot content creators to create content, spread the word about Whatnot on any platform, and earn $25 cash, not just credit. So I realized that later on. This is actually cash for me instead of credit. For each new buyer that you bring to the app, it is a bit different in the fact that you will earn cash, not credit, and the amount will be 25, not 10. For each new buyer you bring on, they will also receive $15 off their first purchase instead of the 10. We essentially want to spread the word about Whatnot and figured what better way to do it than through our content creators. Now, this email is now Whatnot influencer team. All right. I also want to show you guys something here too, where later on when they were inquiring back to me, which email is it? It's that influencer at Whatnot. But see right here says after. Now this is after I actually filled out the application. It just says thank you. You still need to do the same thing. You need to take a screenshot of this and that and send all this up, and then we can do an onboarding meeting and we can get your super link created. But now they're saying congratulations and welcome to the program, Whatnot influencer team. So now not only is it coming from influencer at whatnot.com, now it's the Whatnot influencer team. It's not even stream team, it's the influencer team. So now, ultimately, folks, what they were saying in that email, responding back to me, like, what better way to get more people on our platform than, and if you guys go watch Suago Haas's video, I'm going to actually link his video in the description below too. He talked about much broader issues, but he brought this up as well, and I thought he had some good talking points. But I agree with what he was saying about there's nothing wrong with incentivizing individuals to promote and for individuals to come start selling. Sell on my platform, sign up for our platform, and get credit dollar amount off of your first purchase, etc., etc. They're a platform and they want more people to come use their platform. I get that. But after I filled out the application, I didn't even respond to them, and I didn't decide to follow through. So as of this video, it is my intent to not be a part of this stream team. Now, I'm not knocking anybody out there that might be watching this that did sign up or wants to be a part of this. That's fine. Or any other YouTube content creator, etc., that might want to do this. That's fine. That's their prerogative. But for me, I don't feel like this represents the best interest of my viewers, my subscribers, and my people that sell on Whatnot. And the reason being isn't because I think that Whatnot is this big, ugly monster, and it's been at the talk, right? Of the head of the dragon right now is Whatnot, and how this app is so crooked and shady. Now, don't get me wrong. I see a lot of problems with Whatnot when it comes to not just the business model, but the application, the model of the application as well. I am still very confused on whether Whatnot actually sponsors individuals, and then how do we define sponsorship? Well, sponsorship doesn't mean partnership. There is a difference between sponsorship and partnership, right? And I think what Whatnot is doing is with some other individuals out there that may also be influencers, or maybe they're just well-known sellers on their platform, where there's partnerships going on as well. Anybody that sells on the app, it is your prerogative to use their logos, because why not? It's branding. So if I sell on the Whatnot app, I may put a picture of me and say Journos, or my logo, Journos Comics logo, and I'm going to have the Whatnot logo there as well. Does that mean they're sponsoring my sale? No. I'm selling on the Whatnot app. Therefore, I'm going to use that branding to get people to come on over and hopefully buy from me. All that is fine. That's fair. But I don't know if, and this is why I asked if there was NDAs involved. If I sign up, even if there's no, and again, I didn't even see the fine print, if there is fine print, but they told me it's not. So where on the back end does my account now show visible to them that I am part of this stream team? And where's my agreement? Where's my written agreement? Just because I filled out an application, now you go in and change something on the back end to my account that I never actually sign anything, or I don't see on my end, or the interface that I see when I'm logging on my account, does it change at all? I don't know. I'm very cautious about that, because once I am in that position, what does that open the door for me in my relationship with Whatnot? Or how does that open the door for more things to kind of transpire later on in terms of my relationship as a seller and a content creator on the Whatnot app? Does that give them opportunity to reach back out to me and say, hey, Chris, Journos, as part of our stream team, we want to offer you first dibs on our new Whatnot exclusive. We only have 500 copies made, and we're giving 20 copies out to our stream team users. So now, because I'm a part of the stream team, I have access to an exclusive variant that's being made by Whatnot Publishing. So what do? I use that book now to sell people to come over and use my super link to sign up for Whatnot, because they can have a chance to come into my stream and bid those books up. That's not something that I'm interested in, to be quite honest. I'm just not. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily bad or unethical. I just don't feel comfortable doing it for myself. I already have question marks surrounding Whatnot publishing, and I've talked about this in live streams. I've asked other people's points of view on this, and even eBay has created their own, exclusive variants. You know that? eBay has exclusive variants. So I went into this thinking that, well, Whatnot is a platform. It's like a marketplace, right? They should be sticking to being a marketplace. When you bring in a publishing side of it, it kind of, to me, seems like a conflict of interest, does it not? And I don't know. I still don't have an answer to that question. I don't know. So again, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts specifically on this issue as well in the comments. Now, I don't have a cut and dry scenario, because if you look at like a grocery store, it's a marketplace that's selling on a primary market. So on that primary market, all the brands are earning money from the sales. Where with comic books, everything that I sell on the second market, whether it be a Marvel comic or a DC comic or an independent comic, it's a secondary market. So the people that produce the product aren't getting a percentage of money. They have no vested interest on what I do on Whatnot, on what big sellers do on Whatnot, on what little sellers are doing on Whatnot. So now you really create this different kind of scenario where, again, you get more people being brought into the app to make the app itself, the marketplace, more money. And does that then make the playing field kind of uneven, especially, and I've talked about this before, where there's algorithms involved? And I don't know exactly how the algorithms work, but I am to assume from information that I've been given that if you sell X amount of dollars in a sale, that feeds into the algorithm. So it doesn't matter if I'm a name brand or if I have a YouTube or I'm an influencer. I could be a nobody, right? But I could just come in with, say I got Silver Age Grails, and I come on a Whatnot and I start selling for a couple months and I'm making $2,000 to $3,000 a show. My shows are going to, trigger the algorithms, and you're probably going to start seeing me at the top of, featured shows. So that's one way. But again, I don't know if algorithms are going to play into the stream team idea. If there's going to be anything else incentivized, like special access to Whatnot exclusives, etc., etc. So for right now, folks, I just don't have enough understanding of what they are expecting out of individuals from this stream team. I don't like to cross over as well influencer with seller. So if we go back to kind of what influencer means in terms of the selling app, they might be using it in a sense that we are advertising ourselves in Whatnot to a large audience because we have these other platforms that we utilize and that we make content on, like YouTube. Well, when I sell on Whatnot, I'm not here to advertise Whatnot. I'm here to advertise myself. I'm selling comic books in a marketplace. I'm not a commercial for Whatnot, and I don't ever want to be. And again, it's no hate towards Whatnot. I would never want to be a commercial for eBay. I don't think. I haven't really thought about it until I just brought it up now. But, I would want to sell on eBay, but I don't need to advertise for eBay. It's not something that I, Journos, Chris, want to represent with my brand. So that's just a personal choice again. But I would love to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments below. I would like to learn more about this whole stream team, maybe as it plays out. And look, maybe if I would have went through with the vetting process or the intake process, the onboarding process, maybe I would have learned more then. But like I said, I didn't even want to agree to something or commit to something that I wasn't 100% sure about. So like I said, as of right now, I will not be joining the Whatnot stream team. If I feel that there's complete transparency in the future of what it actually involves, maybe it's something that I might do in the future. I'll be completely honest about that. But if I do, I'll probably come back and make a video and explain why I made that decision. But again, right now, it's not for me. So with that being said, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Again, be respectful in the comments. And guys, use your brains, use critical thinking, and actually think about why you feel how you feel on these issues that I address today when you start typing up your comments. I don't need to hear like, oh, Whatnot's the death of comic books or some extreme kind of pitchfork rant without some viable argument behind it, all right? So I challenge you all, if you do have arguments and points of views, let's hear it. Like, make me think when I'm reading them. So again, thank you all for watching. Again, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take the time to do so. Be well, and until next time.